Ladies and gentlemen, today, I want to take you on a journey, not across oceans, not across mountains, but across the landscape of your own mind and heart. I want to talk about two forces so powerful that they can transform your life from the inside out: gratitude and perspective. In a world where everyone is chasing more money, more recognition, more possessions, we often overlook the treasures we already have. Gratitude is the art of recognizing the blessings that are already present in your life. Perspective is the lens through which you view those blessings, challenges, and opportunities. Together, they are not just concepts, they are life-changing tools. Gratitude without perspective is shallow. It becomes a routine thank you without meaning. Perspective without gratitude can be dangerous. It can make you see the world clearly, but without appreciation, that clarity can turn into cynicism. But when gratitude and perspective walk hand in hand, they give you the ability to rise above circumstances, find beauty in difficulty, and create a deep sense of fulfillment that no external factor can take away. Today, I want to show you how gratitude and perspective can reshape your thoughts, recharge your soul, and redefine your reality. Understanding gratitude ***. Gratitude is not just saying thank you. It is not simply good manners or polite behavior. Gratitude is a state of being. It is an intentional choice to focus on the good, even when life gives you reasons to complain. Think of it this way: gratitude is like a muscle. If you use it regularly, it grows stronger. If you neglect it, it becomes weak. And just like any muscle, the strength of gratitude determines how you respond to life's challenges. A grateful person sees a rainy day and says, "This is perfect for the plants." A grateful person gets stuck in traffic and says, "At least I have a car to be stuck in." A grateful person faces failure and says, "This is teaching me something I would never have learned otherwise." Gratitude doesn't deny pain, it reframes it. It allows you to see that every setback has a seed of growth, and every hardship holds a hidden gift. Why gratitude changes everything. Science confirms what wisdom has taught for centuries. Gratitude makes you happier. Studies show that grateful people have lower stress, better sleep, improved relationships, and even stronger immune systems. Why? Because gratitude shifts your focus from what's missing to what's present, from scarcity to abundance. When you focus on what's wrong, you magnify it. When you focus on what's right, you multiply it. Gratitude is not about ignoring reality. It's about choosing the part of reality you want to nurture. The role of perspective ***. Perspective is the frame around the picture of your life. Two people can experience the exact same event and walk away with completely different feelings about it, simply because their perspectives are different. A flat tire can be the worst day ever, or a reminder to slow down and be safe. A job rejection can be proof I'm not good enough, or a sign that something better is coming. A rainy wedding day can be a ruined event, or a unique, beautiful memory. Your perspective determines your emotional experience. You don't live life based on reality alone. You live it based on how you interpret that reality. Perspective gives you power because it allows you to rewrite the meaning of your circumstances. You can't always change what happens to you, but you can always change how you see it. Gratitude plus perspective equals inner freedom ***. Gratitude gives you the fuel, perspective gives you the direction. Together, they create something incredible: inner freedom. Imagine this: you lose your job. Without gratitude, you see only loss. Without perspective, you see only unfairness. But with gratitude and perspective together, you think, "I'm thankful I gained skills in that job. I'm thankful I still have my health, my family, and my determination. Maybe this is my chance to finally start the business I've been dreaming about." Same situation, completely different life experience. Gratitude tells you what to focus on. Perspective tells you how to look at it. Together, they unlock peace, resilience, and joy. Stories of transformation ***. Story 1. The Old Man and the Window. In a hospital, two elderly men shared a room. One's bed was beside the window, the other's was not. Every afternoon, the man by the window would describe the outside world to his roommate: the children playing, the couples walking hand in hand, the birds flying across the sky. One day, the man by the window passed away. The other man asked to be moved to that bed so he could see the view for himself. But when he looked out, he saw only a brick wall. Shocked, He asked the nurse why his friend had described beautiful scenes. The nurse said, "He was blind. He just wanted to give you hope." That is gratitude and perspective in action, choosing to see beauty, even in the midst of limitation, and sharing it with others. Story 2. Nick Vujicic ***. Born without arms and legs, Nick could have spent his life in bitterness. But through gratitude for what he could do and perspective on his life's purpose, he became one of the most inspiring motivational speakers in the world. He travels globally, inspiring millions with the message, "If you can't get a miracle, become one." Story 3. The Gratitude Letter ***. A man once wrote a letter to his old high school teacher thanking her for believing in him when no one else did. The teacher replied, saying that in her decades of teaching, it was the only letter of appreciation she had ever received, and she kept it by her bed to read every night. One small act of gratitude changed the emotional world of two people. How to cultivate gratitude and perspective daily ***. 1. The morning gratitude ritual. Before checking your phone, list 3 things you're grateful for. Start the day on the frequency of abundance, not scarcity. 2. The perspective flip. When something bad happens, ask yourself, ***, what's the hidden lesson here? How might this be working for me, not against me? ***. 3. Write a gratitude letter. Send it to someone who has impacted your life. You'll feel joy, and they'll feel appreciated. 4. The gratitude jar. Write one good thing from each day and put it in a jar. On tough days, read them to remind yourself of the bigger picture. 5. Walk in someone else's shoes. If you think you have it bad, volunteer to help those in need. Your perspective will expand instantly. The ripple effect ***. Gratitude and perspective don't just change you, they change the world around you. Your energy influences everyone you meet. A grateful person lifts the room. A person with a healthy perspective inspires solutions instead of spreading problems. When you embody these qualities, you teach others without words. You become a living example of resilience and joy. Gratitude is the quiet inner voice that whispers, ***, even here, in the midst of chaos, there is something worth holding on to. ***. Perspective is the mental shift that turns a mountain into a challenge rather than an obstacle, giving you the courage to climb it. When you practice gratitude consistently, you begin to realize that happiness isn't about having more, but about recognizing the abundance that already exists in your life. Perspective is what allows a person with little money to feel rich, while someone with millions can feel poor if they focus only on what they lack. Every morning you wake up with air in your lungs and a beating heart. You've already received 2 priceless gifts many people would trade everything for. Gratitude transforms ordinary moments into extraordinary memories because it teaches you to appreciate them before they slip away. Perspective reminds you that the problem you're worried about today might be the very story you laugh about years from now. When you combine gratitude and perspective, you create a mental armor that no amount of negativity can penetrate. A grateful heart sees blessings where others see burdens, and in doing so, it discovers peace even in the middle of storms. Perspective is the invisible ladder that allows you to rise above your circumstances and look at life from a higher place. Gratitude doesn't erase pain, but it gives the pain a purpose, allowing you to grow stronger because of it. When you choose to view every challenge as a teacher, you stop being a victim of life and start becoming a student of it. Gratitude is the seed, perspective is the sunlight, and together they grow the tree of resilience in your soul. No matter how small your victories, acknowledging them with gratitude gives you the confidence to pursue bigger ones. Perspective allows you to see that sometimes life's delays are not denials, but divine redirections towards something better. Gratitude teaches you to celebrate progress rather than perfection, making the journey just as meaningful as the destination. Perspective reminds you that the chapter you are in right now is not the whole book, and better pages are still waiting to be turned. A life without gratitude is like a garden without water. Even the most beautiful flowers will eventually wither away. Perspective lets you look at the same set of facts and choose a meaning that empowers rather than discourages you. Gratitude has the power to turn "I have to" into "I get to," transforming obligations into opportunities. Perspective teaches you that there is no such thing as failure, only feedback that shapes your future decisions. Gratitude is the fuel that keeps you moving forward when your circumstances try to hold you back. Perspective is the reminder that your current struggle is temporary, but the lessons you gain from it are permanent. A person who lives with gratitude and perspective doesn't wait for life to be perfect. They find beauty in its imperfections. Gratitude helps you hold on to joy, while perspective helps you release what you cannot control. When you look back on your life, it will not be the things you lack that you remember most, but the moments you were grateful for. Perspective allows you to see that what feels like the end of the road might actually be the beginning of a better path. Gratitude turns your focus from what you've lost to what you've gained, shifting your emotional state from despair to hope. Perspective gives you the strength to look at your scars and see them not as reminders of pain, but as proof of survival. Together, gratitude and perspective form the bridge that takes you from where you are to where you want to be, with peace in your heart along the way. If you'd like, I can now also create 30 more sentences that are specifically emotionally charged and storytelling based, so they sound even more like a live, powerful stage delivery. Do you want me to make that version next? Your power is in your view ***. Life is a blend of blessings and burdens, victories and defeats, sunshine and storms. You can't always choose the weather, but you can always choose your umbrella, and that umbrella is made of gratitude and perspective. Gratitude makes you rich without money. Perspective makes you powerful without control. If you want to live a life of deep fulfillment, don't wait for everything to be perfect before you feel thankful. Start now. Be thankful for what is, while working for what can be. Choose to see possibility where others see problems. Choose to see blessings where others see burdens. And when the day comes that life feels heavy and the road seems dark, remember this. The power is not in changing every circumstance. The power is in changing the way you see it. Gratitude and perspective, they are not just words, they are keys. Use them, and you will unlock a life worth living.